Game week 5 is over, and it turned out to be another strong week for my team. From Senesi's clean sheet haul to Ekitike's goal, there's plenty of positives, and I managed to climb in the ranks yet again. Let's break down how each of my players performed and where I stand heading into game week 6. In goal, I had Raya, and as expected, he did not keep a clean sheet against Manchester City. He finished with only 2 points and making just 2 saves across the match. What was interesting was how City approached the second half. They weren't as attacking as they usually are. Instead of pushing for more goals, they sat back and tried to protect their 1-0 lead. That plan backfired as they conceded late, which is exactly what I thought might happen. So overall, I'm not too upset about Raya's return. Sometimes the clean sheet luck just doesn't go your way, and this is one of those weeks. Moving into the defense, Mark Guehi came away with a really strong score, despite Crystal Palace not keeping a clean sheet. He picked up an assist and was rewarded with 7 points in total, thanks to those 2 defensive contribution points. Although he didn't secure any bonus points, I'm very happy with that return from him. An assist from a Palace defender is always a nice bonus, and it shows his potential to contribute more than just defensive stability. He's proven himself to be a useful option who can deliver multiple ways. Senesi was a star performer in the back this week. He brought home 9 points as Bournemouth kept a clean sheet, and once again, he picked up 2 defensive contribution points. He also gained 1 bonus point for his efforts, and impressively, he has earned defensive contribution points in every single match so far this season, which speaks to his consistency. After only getting 3 points last week, this bounce back was exactly what I needed to see. It's no surprise that over 20,000 managers have already transferred him in, which means he won't be a big differential for much longer. Still, I'm happy to hold him in my team. His reliability and ability to deliver both clean sheets and defensive points makes him an excellent long-term asset. If you're enjoying this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe for more content. On the other hand, Lacroix was a disappointment in the defense this week. He came away with just 2 points, and there was no clean sheet for Crystal Palace, and no defensive contribution points from him. For a defender priced at 5 million, I really expect more consistent returns than that. While one bad game week isn't the end of the world, he hasn't quite lived up to what I'd like to see from him so far. I'll need to keep an eye out on his performance going forward, but I'm thinking about getting rid of him this week. Turning into the midfield, Mohamed Salah once again chipped in with points, ending on 5 points this week. He picked up a single assist, which continues his trend of ticking along nicely. The big question with Salah is whether these steady returns are worth his 14.5 million price tag. On one hand, you always want more explosive returns from a premium player, but on the other hand, he's so heavily owned and captained most weeks that going without him feels risky. If I were to move on from him, there's always a fear that he could produce a huge score and punish my rank. For now, he remains a hole, but I'm definitely questioning his value. Semenya also delivered a solid return, finishing on 5 points. Newcastle's defense was very strong, so I didn't expect much from him going into this match. He managed to gain 2 defensive contribution points and an extra point for the clean sheet, which made his score respectable. For a budget midfielder, those small but steady returns are exactly what you want. He's proving to be a handy option who can chip in consistently even in tougher fixtures. Unfortunately, Enzo blanked this week, again, just scoring 1 point. Not only did he fail to get a goal or assist, but he also picked up a yellow card, which brought his score down. Chelsea as a whole looked poor against Man U. After Sanchez was sent off, the team completely lost their composure. Enzo suffered as a result, and it was another frustrating performance for those holding him. Hopefully, he and Chelsea can reset and improve in the coming weeks because this performance was not encouraging. Reijnders was one of the big positives in the midfield, bringing in 9 points. He provided an assist, he gained 2 defensive contribution points, and was also rewarded with 2 bonus points. More importantly, he looked excellent on the pitch, continuing his run of strong performances. He has now played the full 90 minutes in every game so far this season, which is very reassuring from an FPL perspective. Having a player from City who is nailed on, delivering assists and contributing defensively is a real asset, and I'm very happy with him in my team, especially since I don't own Haaland. Up front, Gyökeres started for Arsenal again, which is something I was really pleased to see. He even played the full 90 minutes, which shows that he's firmly in Arteta's plans. This week, he only managed 2 points, which is what I expected from him, but the encouraging part is his minutes. The more time he gets on the pitch, the higher the chance he'll start delivering attacking returns in the coming weeks. His potential is there, and I'm very happy to be patient with him. Ekitike was one of the highlights of the game week for me. He ended on 8 points after scoring a goal and earning 2 bonus points. He also made 11 defensive contributions, which was just one short of earning him those 2 points. He looked very lively, and although he was subbed off early for Isaac, his impact was already made. Performances like this shows why he's such an exciting option. He's combining attacking returns with defensive work, and that's exactly what we want from a forward in this new scoring system. Lastly, Joao Pedro only brought in 2 points this week. It wasn't a standout performance, but when I look at the bigger picture, he has already delivered 35 points this season. That level of output over 5 weeks is excellent. And one quiet game week does not worry me too much. I expect him to bounce back quickly, especially with Chelsea facing Brighton next week. He remains a key part of my team, and I'm confident he'll continue to provide strong returns. Overall, the average for this week was 42 points, and I ended on 57. That gave me a game week rank of 967,000 and an overall rank of about 1.1 million. It's another green arrow, and when I look back at my season so far, the progress has been steady. From starting out around 6 million, I've now risen all the way up to 1.2 million. It's encouraging to see that upward trend, and hopefully I can keep building on it in the coming weeks. All in all, I'm really happy with how this week played out. Another green arrow and more progress up the ranks keeps the momentum going. Looking ahead to game week 6, I'll be keeping an eye on whether players like Gyökeres can finally start delivering consistent returns, and I'll be watching how Chelsea respond against Brighton with Joao Pedro leading the line. Transfers are going to be interesting, especially with so many managers moving for informed players like Haaland, Senesi, and Senesi. For now though, I'm pleased with the steady rise from 6 million to just over 1.1 million overall. If this trend continues, I'll be in a really strong position as we move deeper into the season. And if you want to stay ahead in FPL, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've got a wildcard draft, team selection, and strategy videos coming this week to help you climb the ranks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.